How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony. Today we're back at it with a new video where we'll be talking about the return of AJ Lee on last night's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, and also why AEW Dynamite drew its lowest rating on a Wednesday night. First off, let's start with AEW because of the 472,000 total viewership, or the average viewership. This is the second lowest rating in Dynamite's history. The first one was always obviously last year, which was Title Tuesday against NXT, where they drew 329,000 viewers. Why is this? And I know if you watch my videos, I'm gonna go here on another tantrum. They let Cody and Punk go, and we've seen how the company has declined ever since. Cody and Punk were the adults in the room, and Tony is not. Good guy, good heart, but he's a mark. He's not surrounded by people that tell him this is how you do shit. Unfortunately, and that is why AEW is in the place it's in. And that's why WWE decided to counter program with WrestlePalooza. If only they kept Punk, Cody, and signed John Cena in 2021 back when he was a free agent. If Tony had done those three things, they would be beating Raw in the ratings. But nope. But that's where I'm gonna leave it. The real topic of the video is the return of AJ Lee. So, after that promo on Monday Night Raw between Punk and Becky, where Becky started slapping Punk, and he started getting furious, I really wanted to make a video out of that and predict how I would bring in AJ Lee, but then I was like, you know what, let's wait after what happens on SmackDown. And obviously, she's back. AJ Lee returns to WWE after retiring 10 years ago because of the Punk and WWE situation. And obviously Seth first came out, then Becky came out, then Punk came out, and we started getting, Punk and Seth started saying, like, the legend of Punk dies tonight on Chicago. And Becky started saying, like, the Cubs suck. I mean, the Cubs are gonna make the playoffs. The White Sox have always sucked. The only good thing they've had is 2005. The Bulls suck, I mean, they have sucked the last 27 years, but at least they've got 6 titles. The Blackhawks suck. I mean, literally that was the only thing that I'm like, okay, Becky, you're right on that one. And also, the thing that I hated the most on Becky's promos on Monday Night Raw is the reason I joined Savage because people were chanting CM Punk in my matches, because that was literally the gist of it. And I'm like, a good heel uses the truth on its promos. She lied. That makes you a bad heel, Becky. But tonight she rectified with the Blackhawks comment. So she rectified, so that's nice. Then Punk came on, she started doing the same thing she started doing on Monday night. Punk said, I will never put my hands on a woman, but I know somebody who will. And then we hear Light It Up, and the pop was insane, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Lee started strutting down to the ring and around the ring. Then she entered the ring. She sat on the rope, started beating the hell out of Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins started running down And obviously Punk and AJ's too tall. As SmackDown went off the air, as Becky and Seth, whistled their way out of the arena. And one thing that they didn't show on television is that AJ Lee hoisted up the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Damn it. I really needed a bathroom break, so I apologize for this weird cut. But as I was saying, as SmackDown went off the air, AJ Lee hoisted up. I mean, not as SmackDown went off the air. After SmackDown went off the air, we got AJ Lee hoisting up the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So in a way, I think we know which may be the match for Crown Jewel, for either Crown Jewel or Survivor Series. Let's see what happens there. So I mean, this is just gonna be just a quick little video. Remember, if you like this type of content, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And before I go, share these beautiful moments with your families, create beautiful memories, because life's too short, but those memories last a lifetime. As always, this is Anthony signing off. Bye bye.